Alright, what's up everybody? I really want to do a quick video. I just tried doing a first take of it. It ended up being 15 fucking minutes, so just gonna do a quick one here. Finally got it. We made our trade last night. My buddy's very happy with the Model 10, and this thing is dope. These are the wooden grips that came with it. They look nice, they fit nice, they feel good, but I don't think they're the originals. They don't have a serial number inside the panel. I don't know if somebody maybe filed it down or what, I don't know. But I don't think they're the original grips, but it's alright. I got the box, I got the tools. And I was all excited about the screwdriver that I had with the pre-Model 10. And the guy at the gun show told me I should stick it in my pocket and keep it because it's not original to the gun, which it does not fit the time period of the pre-Model 10, this particular type of screwdriver. But I left it in there just hoping somebody would be happy to find it one day once they bought the gun, and then I got one anyways, except this shit looks like it may have never been opened. Can't tell. It looks like it may have been resealed. Damn it, this camera, it sucks. There you go. It may have been resealed. But until I know for sure, I don't particularly want to open it, though I do not plan on trading this gun. This thing, I already got the pearlies on it. This thing is fucking badass. There's a bunch of fingerprints on it, as you can see in the light. And there's a couple minor blemishes. I'm going to give it a nice polish job sometime soon, but there's big fingerprints all over this side here, so it looks really nice. And when you see that shit, that's just mostly fingerprints. There are a couple blemishes though that I'll get rid of, but this thing is just badass. I've wanted this for so long. 2.5 years ago, when me and my buddy went to that last show, when he saw the Model 10 for the first time, I saw one of these, except it had a target hammer, target trigger, and a red insert. It was pinned, and it had wooden grips on it. And I've wanted one ever since. And as badly as I want a damn adjustable sight gun with the friggin' red insert, which I cannot seem to fucking find for some reason, I am kind of glad that if since my blued one doesn't have it, I'm kind of glad that the nickel one doesn't have it either. I mean, these things are basically identical. Same type of trigger, the semi-target hammer on both. It's got and everything's the same, man. Everything's the same, and the serial numbers are about 500 off. Or no, I'm sorry, they're a little under 500 numbers off from each other. I haven't done it exactly. I haven't counted exactly yet, but I will. If I'm gonna make a better video about it, I just want to kind of throw it up there and let people see it. But they both start with a 12K, so it was a 77 era. So who knows? These may have been made at the same damn place and then split up for what, 40 years, 42 years, and all of a sudden brought back together right here in my apartment. It's tight. Got the serrated. Sorry. Excuse my apartment. It's a fucking mess, man. Serrated front and back straps. Like I believe all the. I don't quote me, but it should be that every gun that has adjustable sights has a serrated front and back strap. From snubs all the way up to the longest barrels. That should be the case. Pretty positive that it is, and anyone with fixed sights has a smooth back strap and front strap. But dude, this thing's so badass. These grips actually excuse me, these things, they didn't quite fit the Model 10 perfectly. They left a little bit of frame showing all the way around, and it does a little bit in here, like see right, oh shit, even right there you can't hardly see it. There you go, there it was at the bottom. You can see a little bit at the bottom right there. It's kind of hard to tell, but that dark spot, that's the frame sticking out underneath the grips. I can't get a fucking clear focus on it. This damn camera, man, I swear. But, yeah, see, there's a little bit, like, right here in the bulge. But for the most part, I mean, these actually fit very, very close compared to how they did on the Model 10. You can see they're pretty damn close. But man, this thing's beautiful. Say hi, Jackie. Jackie! She said, what, motherfucker? Very nice, too. You got the toolkit, and then you got your average shit. You got the wax paper, which is actually in really good condition. The wax paper that came with my nickel model 36 is pretty gosh, it's pretty like really, really soft paper. So you got your flyers, you know, typical shit. Stuff about info about ammo. And then you got your holster selection. All three of these things came with my 36, and I think I had a warranty card with my 36 though. But my 36 had the dark blue box. So I don't know why. It's because the nickel guns were supposed to have the light blue box like this. At first I thought maybe the light blue ones were older, and then maybe the dark blue ones came out later. But as it turns out, it's supposed to be. But as we all know, Smith & Wesson does not always do things standard. Not everything at Smith & Wesson is standard. Like when they're transitioning over from pinned and recessed magnums, I saw one for sale. I think it was a 66 snubby. It did not have a pin barrel, but it had the recessed cylinder. So it was like a transitional gun, you know. So there's always little weird oddities. And it does look like the blue box that came on my 36 was the original. But shit, for all I know, somebody might have pulled the tag off of the original box. Maybe it looked like shit and they just stuck it on another box, not realizing it was supposed to be light blue, or maybe it was sent out that way. I don't know. But I finally got myself a light blue box, and I want one of these badly. When you put these, damn, already at 6.5 minutes again, dude. I fucking just don't stop talking, man. They don't call me Talkington for nothing. I'm making up for all them years I was quiet. I'm trying to live up to my name. Yeah, that's it though, man. Fucking pair. That is so beautiful, dude. That is so beautiful. These are just about my most favorite handguns that have ever been made. These, the Model 10s, the Model 36s, the Diamondbacks, and the Detective Specials. Those are about the greatest 38 Specials. In my opinion, those are the best 38 Specials that have ever been made. By far. Now I can't wait to add a Model 19 to this shit. But you know what really kills me is that, for one, I saw a picture of a round butt Model 15. So somebody probably took like a Model 19 snubby, swapped the barrels out to put this barrel on it instead, which looks really cool. I wish that they would have offered a round butt version of this gun. I get it's target shooting, so you got the square butt, get better aim, but damn, it looked cool with the round butt. But I also wish they would have made square butt snub nose Model 19s and 66s. I found pictures of some that people swap barrels on, and they look fucking awesome. I always thought before I started buying these old guns, I thought the round butt J's and the round butt K's would be my favorites. I thought for sure. Now, as it turns out, the round butt J frames I don't particularly care for that much. The couple models where it only comes in round butt I'm okay with, but I don't typically go out looking for round butt Smith & Wessons J frames. But honestly, after having these square butt K frames, I still like the round butt K frame. Don't get it twisted. I like those. They're much easier to carry. But there is something about these fucking square butt K frame Smith & Wessons that is just unbelievable, man. They are just perfect. I love looking at the gun. I've seen pictures of guns for sale, like looking at it from this angle. Now, you can't get the whole thing focused properly, but when you look at, hold on, let me just make this fucker. You look at it like that, I mean, you can get all the dimensions of the gun. You can see how wide the grips are. You can see how wide the barrel is, the rib running down it, the hammer. You can see this part sticking up, the trigger guard, the cylinder. I mean, it's just such. Hold on, let me set this down a second. It's just something very beautiful about looking at these guns from this angle, to where the bottom corner of this and the bottom corner of the barrel, that little lug under the barrel, are just about even with each other. And looking at it down the way, it just, yeah, that Model 10 too looked fucking unbelievable from this angle. But I don't know, from looking at Googling all these pictures of old guns, like I've started seeing them. Something about deactivated Smiths and Colts that they were selling, where they took the firing pins off of them, and they have them like this, but there's nothing holding it up. It's just sitting there, you know, and you see it like this. It's like, good God, man, they look great like that. Oh shit, I almost dropped it. See, that's what I get for fucking trying to hold the camera and do the video at the same time. Jeez, I'm an idiot. Alright. There's just something about that angle that I really, 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 really love looking at these guns like that. It's crazy. It's just like, that's probably the one angle you can look at these guns and pretty much get all the dimensions and see how large everything is. And these grips don't look that big because those pro ones, I think, are a little skinnier. But if you look at the blued one and that Model 10 with the wood on, it's like, dude, these square butt K-frame grips are just massive. They're huge, man. And one of these days, I'm going to do a video where I swap grips around to different guns, because I'm trying to show people the difference between the size of a round and square butt J-frame and K-frame. So I'll probably take a set of grips like this and put them on my 64, and then show everybody. Maybe take a set of round butt ones and put them in here too, just so people can get an idea of how different they are. Because like I said, these square butt K-frames have more in the front. I mean, a good amount more in the front and in the back. Same length, but the front and back are just beefier. Whereas J-frame, this line stays the same. It's just a little bit longer, and there's this extra in the back, and that's it for that. But these square butt K-frames are fucking incredible, man. And not only that, now I have a full size. I get the 15 snubby, and I got my nickel 36 snubby with pearl, and then I got my blue 15, and I got my blue 36 with the wood, So it's like I got pairs in all kind of ways. I've made that video showing that too. I got the 2 nickel, the 2 blue, or I have the 2 full size or the 2 small compact size. It's very nice. So anyways, I will at some point make a better video, try to polish the gun up, put the wood grips on it and all that jazz. So anyways, until next time, arrivederci, folks.